Yo, good morning, all you good, wonderful people. I hope y'all ready. We about to get started. Okay, this is week 2, day 1 of the Fat Burn program to Lululemon Studio app. We, what is happening? Yo, I'm finna get made.
Glitching.
Okay, we back. So,
All right.
week 2, day 1, get your legs. We finna get it. All right, so while we do that, let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, we about to begin. Y'all ready? Let's go.
What's up, athletes? Welcome on back to Lululemon Studio. I'm Lance Parker, and this is your 30-minute cardio and strength class.
30 minutes. I'll make sure y'all got water. Stay hydrated.
Dumbbells. Make sure you have your light and medium pairs close to you. And once you do, we'll get right on into warming our bodies up. We're going to be starting with a side step jab, or if you're feeling good, you can take that right on into a plunged jumping jab. So it's going to be.
I'm not doing jumping jacks
nice and long legs
because my foot is still messed up. Y'all still got the ankle brace on.
To baby jumping jack, I like to call it, little arms and little legs. Now, as you keep on going, whatever feels best for you, working at your pace, I want to remind you that, as always in my classes, I encourage you to modify anything and everything that you feel like you need to. So if something's a little bit too difficult and you need to make it a little bit easier, go ahead and do that. On the other hand, if something's feeling a little too easy and you need more of a challenge, make sure you progress it, make it harder. It's very, very important that you're working at the proper intensity here today. And on that note as well, if something's just not working for you, you want to substitute out an exercise completely for something different, go ahead and do that as well. This is your workout. I want you to get exactly what you want out of it. Next, coming into our bent over dynamic T. So we're going to be making a little T position with our arms, except now we're in a hinged over position. Thumbs are going to raise up to the sky. You're going to hold that contraction and then slowly bring the arms back down. So reaching the arms out, thumbs to the sky, arms nice and long. You should feel a nice little stretch in the back of your legs. So in those hamstrings, you can start to squeeze through your glutes. You can start to brace down and out through your midsection. So imagining that somebody was about to sucker punch you in the gut, that knee-jerk reaction you would have to brace down and out to protect your internal organs. That's the feeling that I want you to create whenever you hear me say brace your core. That's also in this bent over position going to help stabilize your spine so that lower back is going to be nice and safe. Out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake it on out. Next, we're coming into our neck roll. So standing up nice and tall. Tuck your chin down your collarbone. Scrape it across to one side. Tilt your head back over your shoulders and roll your head across the back of your shoulders all the way over to the opposite direction. And then tucking the chin. Coming back to center, gazing up and hitting the opposite way. So tuck the chin straight across in the opposite direction. Head tilts back over the shoulders. Gaze up at the ceiling as you roll your head across to the other side, tucking the chin, scraping back to the middle, look up, and let's repeat it once more to each side. At your own pace here, remembering to take a nice deep breath every now and then. And let's go back the other way. Getting that full range of motion in. Very good. Shake it all out. Next, we're coming into our good morning. So fingertips are going to be behind the head. Toes are pointed forward. Feet are up, hip width distance apart. You're going to hand your hips back and then stand on up. You should feel a stretch here in the back of your legs. And then I want you to really think about squeezing your butt nice and tight to get as tall as you can at the top. So we're warming up the back side of our body here. Still bracing down and out through the midsection. Taking those deep breaths in and out as you stand up. Very good. Again, taking your time. And if this is something that you need to modify, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can grab one, you can grab 2 of your weights, hold it underneath you. That's going to pull you a little bit more. Your muscles are going to have to work against that. But remember, we're just slowly ramping our bodies up. So by the time we hit the first round in that first exercise, we're firing on all cylinders and we're ready to kick it off. We're out in 3, 2, 1. Shake out those legs. Next, we're coming into our alternating reverse lunge. Trying to get that heart rate up even higher here now. So take that step back. Lower that knee on down towards the floor. Come on back up, hit the other side. Taking the first view of each side to make sure you're finding your full depth, your full range of motion. So if you can get your knee to the ground, I want you to do that, even if it takes you a little bit longer. And then try to pick up the pace, but not at the expense of shortening that range of motion. Now, as you continue these alternating reverse lunges, I'm going to give you a breakdown of what we have in today's class. For 30 minutes cardio strength, we're going to be going through 3 rounds of 6 exercises. Half the exercises are cardio focused, half of them are strength focused. However, all of them are going to be lasting an entire 45 seconds. And that gives us plenty of time, those cardio focused movements, to get our heart rate up and in that target zone. And for those strength focused movements, that gives us plenty of time to find that muscle fatigue, that muscle burn. So those are the different focuses of the exercises. I'll let you know which one is which when we get there. Finally, we'll have 15 seconds.
It is hard because my ankle's here.
Exercises, and then a longer 55-second break in between the circuits. Go ahead, stand on up, shake out those legs. Then we're going to open up those feet nice and wide. We're going sumo squat to bent over hamstring stretch. So lower arm down as deep as you can while keeping your chest upright. Push your knees out with your elbows. After a couple seconds of stretching out your groin, you're going to straighten your legs, fold over at the waist, and then get a nice hamstring stretch. After a couple seconds there, chest back up, knees out, pushing the knees wide, wide, wide. And then again, back into that bent over hamstring stretch. We want to stay nice and dynamic with our stretches in these warm-ups. Don't want to hold anything too long, too static, as that static stretching has been shown to reduce strength and power output, which is definitely something we do not want to do to ourselves before we get into our workout. Out in 3, 2, and 1. Shake it on up. That is it for the warm-up. Time to get going. If you need a drink of water, grab that real fast. And then also, I highly encourage you, get on the app right now, turn on your community camera. I'll be able to see you working out and be able to throw out form correction cues if needed. If you're looking solid, I'm going to be turning our alarm. So do that really quick right now. And then we're going to be grabbing our medium-sized dumbbells. We're going to start with a strength-focused movement, dumbbell to deadlift. So grab those bells, get a big smile on your face. 3, 2, 1. We're hitting it. 15 reps. Hinging those hips on back. Keeping that chest up nice and tall. And then standing back to the top. Now here, I want you to really focus on slowing things down to the bottom and then being a little bit more explosive on the way up. First movement of this, hips go back, 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 back. Once you can't get any further back, instead of dropping your chest low, I want you to keep your chest up. You're going to start to bend your knees a little bit, and then reverse that. Push your knees back and stand on back up. So you should, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you should be able to see that logo on your chest. You have an S on your chest, Superman, Superwoman. You can see that S the entire time as you come down and up. Very good. Shake it out. Next, we're coming into our first cardio focus movement of the day. Now, remember, you take this at your own speed. If you want to be less dynamic, we're going to go with a side step jack. You can still get that heart rate up and really push it without jumping. If you want to go into the jumping jack, get on after it. Let's get it going. Whatever you choose, we are moving. Time to get that heart rate up, up, up. And I will say, it'll probably feel a little bit more uncomfortable than normal just because it's the first time we're really elevating, asking our bodies to push, push, push. I need you to have a deep breath here. So as our heart rate begins to rise, sometimes we want to think about, or our bodies automatically want to breathe a little bit faster. But sometimes we do that at the expense of having a deep breath, continuing to breathe deep. First, deepen the breath, then hold that depth of breath as you continue to breathe faster. For 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. All right, next coming into our next strength focus movement. We have our dumbbell overhead tricep extension. So grab 2 of your light bells. We're going to bring those bells directly above our head, lower them down, keeping our elbows close together, and then pop it back up. Here we go. Slow on the way down, and a little bit faster on the way up. So as we come down, I want you to feel a stretch in the back of your arms. So in those triceps, you should feel a stretch. Get as low as you can go, and then press back up. If you need to regress this movement, if you begin to fatigue, you're going to put one of the bells down. You're going to hold a single bell above. Really focus on getting that nice deep stretch again, feeling that stretch in the back of the arm, and then locking it out at the top. Another thing you want to be mindful of, you should be feeling your abs here. If you're hyperextending, having that little booty tube behind you, you're not going to feel the abs. So tuck that tailbone under, drop that right flare down, feel the core here. Out in 3, 2, and 1. Safely bring those bells down, put them on the floor. Coming into our next cardio focused movement. We're going with a high knee march or a high knee run. Chest on up nice and tall. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So opposite knee, opposite arm action, whether you're in that high knee march, maybe it's a low knee run, or maybe it's a high knee run. So there's also that kind of mid distance as a mid height as well. So with a march, driving the knees up, driving the toes up. If we have a high knee run, there's 3 gears we have. We have a gear 1, which is just at that ankle height. We have a gear 2, which is at mid-shin height. That opposite foot comes to mid-shin height. And gear 3, that opposite foot comes to opposite knee height. Getting those arms to match the amplitude of the legs. For 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. All right, go ahead and grab one of your lighted dumbbells. We're coming into our dumbbell split stance rotational chop. So with this rotational chop, I want you to make sure that it's a nice wide stance with
How y'all feeling?
one foot is going to be back behind the other. You have a good solid bend in the knee. And then you're going to rotate from side to side, chopping and then lifting. The wider your feet are apart, the more stable you're going to be. And I want you to slow this down a little bit in between the reps. So it's not a constant back and forth. This is a strength focused movement. So chop and lift. Chop and lift. And a very big key here is we're not just moving the arms back and forth across our body. Our shoulders should be facing one wall and then facing the other wall as we lift and chop. We're trying to build that rotational strength here. Out in 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. All right. Final movement of the circuit. Cardio focus. Put those belts down. We're going body weight squats as fast as you can without sacrificing your depth. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Drop it low. Stand it on up. Nice, Christy Lynn. Working through it, making sure the knees are driving out. Whether your toes are pointed forward or slightly out, that does not matter. Either is okay. What we want to make sure is that we find the knees driving in line over the big toes rather than going in. Nice, Mary. Way to get down nice and deep. Good depth. We got 20 seconds left. Let's keep on pushing, getting that heart rate as high as we can, making sure we earn that rest rate coming up. Nice, good, flying. We got 8 seconds. Stay with it, quickly. Got out in 5, 4, 3, 1. And shake it. Awesome work, awesome work. Stand on up, stand on up. And we're going to work on our recovery breath here. So trying to bring our heart rate down as quickly as we can in this very, very short rest period. So that's our goal. How we're going to accomplish that a little bit sooner than if we were to get our breath on autopilot is we're going to have a deeper and faster breath. So I want you to take 5 to 10 really deep inhales and exhales. In, out, out. Here we go. When you're ready for deep inhale in, hold, and let it go, shake it all out, and then let's get ready for round number 2. Now, what we're doing there is we're offloading a lot of the carbon dioxide that has been building up as the intensity of work. So let's play a recovery breath in between our bounce even and get right on in to round number 2. Coming into that deadlift. Now, quick note, our lower bodies can lift a lot more weight than our upper bodies. So if you use heavy weights, make sure you do so. You should be using something a little bit heavier here than you are for that tricep extension. I want you to really, really work on the form. And so if you need to lighten the load a little bit to work that movement pattern and progress that, that's fine. But once you really, really get in tune with the movement, it's looking solid, that's when you start to add a little bit more weight so you build up that intensity. 7 seconds left. That's it, Carlisa. Out in 3, 2, 1. And shake it on out. All right, time to get that heart rate right back up. We're going side step jack or jumping jack. Now, as always, remember, you can also start early. That's the way that we can modify this class. You can rush through these transition periods, get some bonus reps in. But we're all moving now because that timer is ticking. So again, getting on it. However you want to go about it. The goal here is to get the heart rate elevated as high as you can. I don't care how you go about it. If you want to do some more bodyweight squats, you can do that. If you want to stay with a side step jack, you can do that. Any type of movement that's going to be fast, that can really raise that heart rate, that's what we're after here. So modify as needed, but let's go, go, go. 15 seconds. And bam, in the house. Absolutely love it up there. Let's go. 8 seconds up. Come on. Keep moving. Got to keep the body warm up there. It is cold. Out in 3, 2, 1. Then shake it on out. Offload some of that CO2. Big breath in, big breath out. Then we're grabbing our bells. Tricep overhead extension. Again, if you need to regress, you're holding onto one bell. If you're going to challenge yourself, grab onto 2 bells. Let's get it going. Regardless of if you have 1 or 2 bells, again, we're not hyperextending the lower back. I want you to lock that tailbone under, squeeze the glutes, lock out the legs, and tuck that rib flare down. You should feel the abs working here. Slow on the way down, a little more explosive on the way up. That's it, baby. Full range, full extension at the top, full flexion at the bottom. Feel that stretch in the triceps. Good, baby. Keep on breathing. Keep tucking that rib flare down. Come on, don't lose the abs. 7 seconds left. Feel that burn. Do you feel it? If you're fatigued, if you're struggling, you're right where you're in 3, 2, 1. Whew. And relax. Come into that high knee march or high knee run. Now, if you need this full 15 seconds to recover, to catch your breath, to shake off some of the burn, guess what? You can use it for that too. Use these transitions however you need. But we do have to start moving now. Let's go. Get up nice and tall. Think about getting as tall as you can. Back in elementary school, the teachers measuring us for height. You always want to be the tallest kid in class. Get up nice and tall. That's what I want you to think here. Something that's going to help you here, whether you're running or you're marching, is think about the word up. So arms are coming up. We're not keeping those elbows close to the body, just moving the hands. I want the elbows to actually elevate out in front of you. You're going to feel that drive you up a little bit more, even if you're running up, 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 up in front of you. That's it, Mary. Keep getting those arms up even a little bit higher. Hands out in front of you a little bit more. In 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Great work there, crew. Next, coming into our split stance rotational chop. We're going to go the opposite direction than what we did the first time. If you need to adjust the belt, going heavier or lighter, do it now. Nice wide stance. Again, back leg bent as well as front leg, and we're rotating from side to side, taking your time. If you need to open up the stance a little bit more, go ahead and do so. I want it to be sharp and fast. So the harder you accelerate, the more you're going to have to deal with on the back end too to decelerate that weight. And as always, remember, you're going to get out of this workout what you put into it. So challenge yourself. But have fun. See how much force you can create and dissipate from the chop as well as the lift. That's it. Too much fun. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake it out. Go ahead and put that bell on down. Time to get that heart rate back up again. We are going all out here with this one. Shake the legs. We're going to need it as fresh as possible to get through this 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Feet nice and wide here. I want you to have a wide stance. Getting down, getting up, moving through it. Back to come on. Chest on up. See yourself in the mirror. How's your form looking? Are those knees driving in line with your toes? Are you getting into your depth every single time? If it's starting to get a little bit higher, you're going to have down. Remember, you're only going to be getting stronger in that top range. I need you to work the bottom range. If it slows you down, stop working that bottom range. You're going to stop getting stronger in 9 seconds. That's it. Now, yeah. Come on. Out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it on out. Shake those legs, shake those legs. Stand on up. Stand on up. We're going to use that recovery back strategy again that we worked on after that first round. So again, big breath in and out. In and out. You should actually feel your abs crunch down a little bit as you fully get all of that out of your system. So go ahead, 5 to 10 breaths. Here we go. When you're ready, you can go in. Hold for a hot second, and then just let the pressure from your lungs expel that air out of you. Shake out your limbs, then get ready for round number 3. And as always, our last round is our best round. So, if there's been any question on if you need to up the ante with any of these exercises, meaning, do you need to grab those heavier weights? Do you need to work on a harder progression? The answer is more than likely yes. Challenge yourself. You're never going to know if you can do it unless you try. Even if it's only for 1 or 2 reps, go ahead and get those big boy bells out and work on it. See if you can challenge, keep the good form, keep the depth. And then if you got to put them down, go ahead and put them down. It's absolutely fine. And if you're going to be working with one bell, you just put one bell down, you just come here. That bell goes out in front of us. That's absolutely fine. That's it, Chef Hannah. Stay in with it. 18 seconds. Slow on the way down. Explode. Get tall on the way up. Nice, Katie Queen. Under 10 seconds left. Come on. Sit back, 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 back. Find that solid form. We're out in 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake it out. All right. 2. Side sit jack and jumping jack. Again, getting that heart rate up. If you want to start early, you absolutely can. I'm going to be taking each of these 15 seconds to shake out the legs, recover the heart rate. And now we're all going. Here we go. How high can we get the heart rate up here now? That's the goal here. We get it as high as we can, and then we drop it as far as we can. You're going to find that the more fit you become, you'll be able to have larger ranges from the peak to the valley. You're going to be able to recover much, much faster after getting that heart rate way on up there. That's it, Coos. Way to keep moving. 10 seconds left. Stay strong with it, Amber. Deep breaths. Find it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake it out. Couple deep breaths. Next, overhead tricep extension. Again, either 1 bell or 2 bells. But we're not going into that booty tooth. Keep that tailbone tucked under. You're keeping it tucked under by squeezing the glutes as tight as you can. And then again, instead of leaning back, drop that rib flare down. Crunch down. Feel the abs. That's it, Christy. Own that eccentric motion. Own that lowering phase. And if you can sync up your breath to it, all the better. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you press to the top. Good, Derek. Keep the elbows in nice and tight. If you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you notice the elbows go really wide, whether you have 1 or 2 bells, what we want to try to do is keep them in. 13 seconds. Rib flare down. Come back to it. There's a lot of things that we can think about here. Keep going through the checklist, making sure that each one stays ticked up. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. And safely bring those bells down. If you want to get a head start on getting that heart rate up, you can by all means get on after it. We're going high knee march or high knee run. Again, I want you to think about that word up. Arms up, knees up, toes up. Let's go. Whether you're running, whether you're marching. And remember, even with a less dynamic march, you can make it just as intense by how much force you're driving through the floor. Your force into the floor is going to be dictated by the amplitude of your knee drive. So if you have a low knee drive, there's not a lot of space for you to pop down to the floor. The higher the leg goes, the more you can push down. So if you got those downstairs neighbors, you're letting them know that you're putting in that work. That's it, Crystal. Come on. Up, up, up. Almost there. 5 seconds, Nora. And 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, crew. Shake it out, shake it out, think it out. Couple deep breaths. There we're going with our split stance rotational chop. Now, since it's in the unilateral movement, we're going to be switching halfway through. I'll let you know when that time is. You focus on getting a nice solid stance and fully rotating side to side. Here we go. Again, bring the power with both the chop and the lift. It's not just the arms that go back and forth. I want shoulders facing one wall, shoulders facing the other wall. And think about leading, initiating the movement with your core. So your arm is going to be more of a sling that stays connected, but it's coming secondary. So you're not chopping down with your arms and the core follows. You switch sides. You got talking here a little too much. The core is initiating and the arms then follow. 10 seconds left. We're going to go extra 3 seconds because I want to extra 3 seconds talking. Gotta stay valid. Here we go. We're out in 3, 2, 1. And shake it out. All right, bell down. And then we're in our squat position quick because we have just one more round to go. Last 45 seconds. How are you going to finish it off today? In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Dropping it low. And stand it up. Let's go. Let's go. Everything you've got. Max effort all the way to the end. That's it. CFLs. Come on. 33 seconds. Let's go. How high can you get that heart rate? How much burn can we get through those legs? Looking good, Mary. Whew, in the depth. Single wrap. That's how you do it. 20 seconds to go. Come on. Stay with it, Annalise. All the way up, all the way down. Own that movement. Good, baby. 12 seconds. That's it, Nadia. I'm right there with you. Stay with it all the way to the end. Having 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Stand on up, stand on up. Take those deep breaths. And again, let's utilize this incredible opportunity to focus on that recovery breath. So again, deep inhale, deep exhale. You should feel yourself crunching down, getting all the air out. Higher breathing frequency. Let's go for at least 10 together here. Here we go. Take a deep inhale. Hold. And then soft. Arms shake out the legs. And then I want you to stick that hand way on up in the air. Jump on up. Give yourself a big old high five. Congratulate yourself for absolutely dominating that last 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, that was hard. Let's go ahead. Keep taking those deep breaths as needed. Keep shaking it out. We're going to get a super quick cool down before sending you off to crush the rest of your day. Now we're going to start with a standing quad stretch because I don't know about you, but my quads are absolutely toasted right now. They need a good stretch. So let's stand up nice and tall. If you need something to hang on to, tether your fingers against a wall, a chair, a friend, anything that is nice and stable. Push that hip forward as you pull the heel back to the butt, keeping the knees nice and close. You notice your knees way out to the side. Let's just go ahead and tuck that bad boy on in there. And static stretching here, as I said, is absolutely okay at the end of a workout or as a standalone stretch session. So you can hold this if you want to keep it dynamic. You can go a couple seconds on, a couple seconds off, whatever feels best for you. Let's go ahead and shake that leg on out. Come on over to the other side. And remember, even this cool down is up for modification. If you feel like, even though each and every one of those exercises we were working on our abs, if there's some isolated ab work that you want to do, now's the time to do it. If you want to do some push-ups, if you want to do more squats, whatever it is you want to get done that you know that you specifically need, now's the time to do it. But after you finish that, whatever it may be, come back to the cool down, stretch yourself out, calm the body, calm the mind, so that we can recover a little bit faster and then get back here sooner to kick it into high gear again. Let's go ahead. Shake out that leg. Next, we're going into a standing calf stretch. If you still have that object to push against to get a little bit of leverage, go ahead and do so. You're going to be wedging that back heel into the floor. The back leg calf, the big muscle belly of it, should be getting a nice stretch. That's what you should be feeling. Still take those nice deep breaths every now and then. Maybe now it's in the nose and out of the mouth. And then let's go ahead and switch legs. Same thing, pushing against something, or just wedging yourself in between your feet as I'm doing. Working on that back leg calf. And then we'll go ahead and switch. This time, focus on vertical displacement. So we're pushing the knee down versus pushing against the wall. So when you do that, you bend that back knee. The back heel still stays glued to the floor. Now you're going to feel that stretch in the Achilles tendon, so lower down that leg. As we come on up, lightly point the toe to the floor. Get a few ankle rolls to the outside, a few ankle rolls back to the inside, and then we'll switch legs. Again, that back leg, Achilles tendon, getting a nice stretch here as we push that back knee down into the floor. Did a lot of dynamic work here today, so it's very important to stretch out these lower limbs. And go ahead, come on up, few ankle rolls to the outside, few ankle rolls back to the inside. And we'll finish with some arm swings and some arm circles. But remember, that was a super short cool down, so listen to your body. If there's anything else you need to stretch out, you need to massage, foam roll, whatever that is, make sure you do it because that is our time for today. Thank you so much for coming, showing up for yourself, and putting in the work. I'm Lance, and I'll see you next time.
Whew, all right, Lance. That was the workout. Okay, Lance. All right. Woo-wee.
Good job. That was nice. High five. Woo!
Woo.
We did that.
We did that.
We did that.
Woo-wee. My goodness.
I
Lord.
see.
Ooh-wee. Oh boy. Whew. All right. Well, that's our workout for today, ladies. Okay. We see y'all next time. Peace.